This essay is about a problem that is hiding in plain sight. It is a problem we touch every single day. I am talking about single-use plastics. These are plastics used once and thrown away. Think about your morning. Milk packet you opened, plastic wrapper around your loaf of bread, thin poly bag the vegetable vendor handed you. These are the ghosts of modern convenience. Fleeting minutes of use, centuries to disappear. Cheap, lightweight, everywhere. This convenience is a curse for India's solid waste system. A challenge of truly staggering scale. CPCB has raised the alarm. Their reports show a nation drowning in refuse. The Ministry of Environment has acknowledged the crisis. Rapid urbanization and changing consumption are fueling an explosion in plastic waste. Single-use sounds simple, but hides long-lasting damage. Straw in your coconut water, disposable cup for your tea, each adds to a mountain of waste cities struggle to manage. An avalanche in slow motion day by day. Scale of production is almost impossible to comprehend. India generates enormous plastic waste every day. Much of it single-use, not just bags and bottles, hidden plastics. Sachets for shampoo and ketchup, thin films wrapping biscuits, plastic cutlery with takeaways, so embedded we fail to notice them. An extension of our hands, default choices, a relentless stream of non-biodegradable trash, not a future problem, a present crisis. Convenience today, contamination tomorrow. Legacy. Clogged drains, polluted rivers, overflowing landfills. The true cost of a 5 rupee water bottle isn't the shop price, but what the environment pays for 500 years. Understanding this hidden cost is the first step toward lasting solutions. From Mumbai's bustling streets to quiet rural villages, we really need to face this. Single-use plastics are a major reason why our garbage piles are growing so high. They are very light, but they take up a lot of space. High volume, low weight. Imagine a landfill. 1 kilogram of plastic bags takes up much more room than 1 kilogram of wet food waste. Over 25,000 tons of plastic waste every day. Source: CPCB Annual Report on Plastic Waste Management, 2019 to 20. A large part of this is single-use plastics. This sheer volume puts immense pressure on limited landfill space. Cities are running out of places to dump garbage. Plastics make the problem worse, much faster. Local examples we all see. You buy 5 vegetables, you leave with 5 plastic bags. Street food, samosas, street food, chaat, served on flimsy plastic with tiny spoons, thrown away in minutes, millions of times a day. The numbers are worrying. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Significant share of city waste is plastic. Source: Mohua Solid Waste Management. Manuals, Swachh Survekshan findings. Varies by city, but consistently high. Single-use plastics are discarded quickly. Faster accumulation than other materials. Municipal corporations must spend more money, more fuel, more manpower. The system isn't designed for this non-degradable load. More waste as direct financial cost. More trucks are needed for transport. Landfills fill faster. New distant dump sites required. More resources spent on waste that won't decompose for centuries. The economic efficiency of single-use plastic is an illusion. Cheap to buy, costly to manage across its life cycle. The cost is borne by society as a whole. Well, that's the harsh truth. The journey of plastic waste from our dustbins is filled with problems. Single-use plastics are the main culprits. The first major hurdle is collection. These items are often contaminated with food, greasy chip packets, plastic containers with leftover curry. Mixed with wet organic waste, the entire lot becomes difficult to handle. Waste pickers manually sort through this messy, unhygienic mix. Plastic bags stick to organic matter, making composting nearly impossible. Operational nightmares for processing facilities. Light, flyaway plastics escape from open trucks and dump sites. They litter our streets and landscapes. At plants, thin films and bags wrap around rotating machinery, causing frequent jams and breakdowns. frequent stoppages, increased maintenance costs, reduced efficiency across the system. Items designed for convenience become major inconveniences. Recycling single-use plastics is difficult. Many are low-grade or multi-layered with little value. Small items fall through screens and head to landfills. Even when put in the recycling bin, a huge proportion are never actually recycled. The World Bank says low recycling rates drive plastic pollution. Source: World Bank. Plastic Waste Management in India, 2022. Most single-use plastics end up in landfills or the open environment. In landfills, they take up precious space and can leach harmful chemicals into soil and groundwater. Dumped in the open, they create visual blight and pose a direct threat to public health and ecosystems. We keep producing throwaway materials and have no effective large-scale system to manage them. A linear path from production to pollution. So yeah, that's where we stand. Section 4. A Poisoned Inheritance. Land, Water, and Innocent Lives. The environmental damage caused by single-use plastics is severe and widespread, affecting every part of our natural world. On land, the most visible impact is the clogging of our drainage systems. Plastic bags, bottles, wrappers are primary causes of blocked drains. During the monsoon, this blockage leads to urban flooding, which damages property and disrupts lives, and creates breeding grounds for diseases like malaria and dengue. Plastic waste also degrades soil quality. As plastics break into smaller pieces, they can release toxic chemicals, making the land less fertile and harming essential microorganisms. Street plastic is washed into rivers during rains, and from there, it flows into the sea. Our sacred rivers, the Ganga and the Yamuna, have become major conduits for plastic pollution. UNEP highlights most ocean plastic originates from rivers in Asia. Source: UNEP. From Pollution to Solution, 2021. This plastic chokes rivers, harms aquatic life, and pollutes water, crucial for drinking, irrigation, and livelihoods. The impact on animals is heartbreaking. Cows and dogs ingest plastic bags by mistake, causing painful blockages and death. In our oceans and rivers, the situation is just as grim. Fish, sea turtles, and marine birds mistake plastic for food. Studies have found plastic in many sea turtles. Source: Schuyler et al. Global Change Biology, 2015. WWF synthesis. Entanglement in discarded nets and straps causes injury, drowning, and starvation. Perhaps the most insidious threat is microplastics. Tiny particles smaller than a grain of rice. They are now found in our soil, our water, and even the air we breathe. They enter the food chain and can end up on our plates. Scientists are studying health risks, and the concerns are serious. Source: WHO. Microplastics in Drinking Water, 2019. We are creating a toxic inheritance for generations to come. Section 5. The Path Forward. Small changes, monumental impact. While the plastic problem is immense, it is not insurmountable. Many Indian states and cities show the way with bans on certain single-use plastics. For example, bans on thin plastic carry bags. With strict enforcement, litter visibly drops. The Plastic Waste Management Rules, 2016, amended 2018 to 2022, prohibit a list of single-use items. Source: MoEFCC Gazette Notifications, 2022. These policies shift markets away from disposables. Rules work when supported by robust systems. The key is segregation at source. Food scraps, from dry waste like plastic, paper, and metal, making recycling efficient and viable. Cities like Indore model this success. Simple choices by millions create big change.